this counted down.
All right,
Thumbs up.
We're ready here. So let's count them down for this next block. Here
Pasadena.
we go.
3, 2, 1. Tetris!
All right, we are off. Man, but seriously, what a crazy day this has been already, and it is about to get even more wild.
It's such an honor to be doing this with you, Burbs. Like
Yeah, no.
Get in on the gold, getting to see these top-level players on the big screen.
Yeah, the feeling is absolutely mutual, man. It is. Yeah, I've been having a blast already.
So, tie score at the top.
Yeah, meanwhile at the bottom here, off to a nice start, though. Oh, hang on. Pixel Andy, though, with a few birds acquired.
Pixel Andy's seating a little lower than he was hoping for.
Yeah, just a little bit at, seed 26. Heard he had some struggles in his qualifying period. Was kind of
2 hours is a long time, and there might be, some, pain issues. I don't want to speculate, but
right.
But getting into the bracket is all that was required, and here he is in the top 16. And once you're here, anything can happen.
Yeah, and I was talking about with Tuki yesterday. It's a these live events are just such a, honestly, kind of a slog at times. They get, they get, it's a long day, it's a long weekend. You're spending 2 hours qualifying on Friday, and then, depending on where you place, whether you make the bye round or if you don't, you got to play in round 0. You got at least one, maybe even 2 matches. And they could go all 5 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of touch to be playing, and then you got all day Sunday, pretty much from the get-go all the way till about dinner time.
Yeah, this isn't like a fighting game tournament where you play for like 5 to 10 minutes at a time. You're playing for 40+ minutes if it goes the distance.
Yeah. So certainly we'll see how Andy fares here. Whether it was some fatigue or whether he's got himself locked in. But certainly doing pretty good for himself here to make the top 16. He's got about a 17,000 point lead here over Sidnev. Meanwhile, at the top, it is about a touchdown and a half the difference, 166 to 137. It is Dog playing Tetris with the lead.
So we'll see what SV does with this formation on the right. Looks like he's going to open up a column 9 Tetris well.
Yeah, SV kind of maybe feeling some pressure to try and just absolutely send it here, try and keep up with Dog.
Clears it out, but so 1 Tetris deficit. Sidnev looking to spin a particular piece there in column 9.
Yeah, she's looking for that J or that S piece. That J going to work perfectly for the Dog.
Wow,
there's the long right just in time. There's the Tetris. Nicely done.
3,000 point difference early on.
Yeah, and of course, when you talk about, some of these European players, you talk about, SV again, we kind of talked about he's got the PAL world record at the moment, was able to reach the colors. Oh, but hang on.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble here. Before let me hold that thought here for a second.
That'll only be a triple if he can, so he's going to fill it in that way.
Yep.
Now it's a dirty setup.
He is set up here.
He really needs this. He's behind 2.5 Tetrises. Nails it down. Opens up the well right now.
Yeah, he is.
Bangs it down. Okay, now he's only 15,000 behind.
Yeah, he's right back in it here, Chris. And this is, this is what you want to see when you're SV. Right? You're, kind of the underdog, no pun intended, going into this match up against Dog playing Tetris. A 2-time world champion. Definitely do not want to just give away an early game like that. But now at the bottom here, it is 369 for Sidnev. Hey, now 345 here for Pixel Andy. So it is pretty tight here, about a Tetris or so the difference.
So, Tetris and half differences on both games. So we'll see what happens or who makes a mistake or who needs to solve problems first.
Yeah, as we are starting to approach that level 19 transition. Right, it's about 30 lines to go. Again, it happens at the 130 line mark. We'll see that speed increase.
Nice adjustment from Dog.
Man, Dog just with these crazy tuck setups. That was a long bar for the score.
I mean, that's what these top-level players do, or just squeeze out every single possible Tetris. They do not want to burn a single line if possible.
Yeah, and that's just the nature of the game now, right? We got players rolling. You saw back in 2022, I believe it was, when Fractal had that perfect game through like
27 in a row. I was counting them for James Chen.
Yeah, 27 touches in a row. So that's just the level of play that can be expected here from some of these players. Maybe not 27 in a row all the time, but
no,
certainly
not, especially in a tournament situation. But you got to really push
super
that.
high efficiency, right? I guess is the point here. So, yeah,
1,900 point difference at top.
Yeah, it is pretty tight one all around here. We are about 15 lines away now from that 19 speed. Things are really going to start ramping up. And of course, you know,
this formation for Sidnev, you got to build up to clear that out, and with transition coming up, that's not ideal.
Yeah, that's
all right. It's cleared out now. The line, there it is. That'll only be a triple, but at least it's safe at 19.
Yeah, that was a really uncomfortable stack there from Sidnev, and honestly, still kind of is. But getting some nice burns. There we go. She'll transition at 527.
Well done.
So about a touch behind it, Pixel Andy here. Meanwhile, at the top, Dog is transitioned at 545. SV trying to squeeze out this last Tetris here. Has one line left.
And none of the players hitting 600,000 like that's that threshold we were talking about for this top echelon. Ooh, that's a really high transition.
That's high up.
That's not oh my! Can't get
oh my goodness!
That could be it. That could be it. Can you get something to the column
too?
It
was too
no! Dog takes the quick game number 1.
Wow, he went too aggressive there at the transition. You know, did not get that right side reopened. He was trying to squeeze out that last Tetris because he knew Dog was ahead and was just trying to keep up, but unfortunately flew a bit too close to the sun, and it is Dog taking game number 1 up on top.
At the bottom, Andy ahead 2 Tetrises as we are into level 21.
Yeah,
and we can get game 2 started, I believe, up top, if I'm getting whispered in my ear correctly.
Yeah. Yeah,
so if our judge,
whenever judge is good to go up there.
Yeah, we don't need to do 1 game per.
Yeah, we just keep it rolling here because why not?
Tournament organizer me wants to get torn down before midnight tonight.
yeah, we got a nice big party to get to all of us.
We do.
So, you know, gotta make sure we can get there. But of course, before we can get there, we got to wrap up this tournament here, right? We got lots of Tetris left to play here. Yeah. We are in the top 16.
So 660. Sidnev is all of a sudden behind 100,000 points. Pixel Andy has really turned this on.
Yeah, and of course, Sidnev at just shy of a 60% rate here.
All right, we can get counted down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris up top.
Yeah, but Andy was just...
It's evaporated into 2 Tetrises. We're just counting down the other game. These players are so good. Don't turn your head, Birb.
Yeah. Yeah, Andy just in a kind of a tough situation right now. Has a few birds required. But Sidnev too, though.
Sidnev.
Oh my gosh, he set up dirty Tetris for Sidnev. Oh my word. Wow, really high up on 24. She is just able to handle it like a champ, man.
But she has to because she's so far behind.
Yeah, as we are starting to approach that level 29. Just a few levels left to go.
That's not burnable. Needs a line again. Oh, that's okay. Wow, what a great solve. Knocks it down.
Tetris Sidnev. Andy, though, with a slight hang of an S piece on that right side, and this is Sidnev's opportunity here. An 18,000 point difference.
That's how you come back. One player makes a mistake.
And she's taking the lead.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
It is coming down to the wire, Chris. It is.
Second transition coming up.
Yeah, it is all going to come down to this level 29, and whose board is going to be better prepared for it?
They both look pretty good. Sidnev has the line disadvantage.
Yeah, she is ahead in the line count, so has less time before we reach that 29, and even
1 million points Sidnev. 992 Pixel Andy. And 1 million points, both players at the bottom.
All right.
Into 29.
Here we go. We have reached level 29 on Sidnev's side. Andy about to join her here and does have the lead. So
he's going to Tetris into that 29. Built up awesomely on the left. That's where you want to get all your garbage pieces, especially at this speed.
Yeah, it is about a Tetris and a half the difference here. Again, these Tetris
Sidnev setting up for a Tetris. 1 minute. Okay, now she's set.
Oh my goodness.
Will it give her the line? She can't burn it with the 2 wide like that.
Oh, there we go. Nice double.
That's a Tetris, but she's still behind 41,000.
Andy with a bit of a hole here on his board, so he's got to take a few burns to get this down. Sidnev has a chance to catch up here.
We are racing to level 39. Sidnev set up, knocks it down.
But
419 point difference.
Andy hangs
on the left. Can he get something to the left? Can he get something? He can't do it.
And Sidnev had a 900 point lead at the time of top out. And Sidnev the world finalist will take game number 1. Wow. But meanwhile, we still have some Tetris going on up top here. Dog with about a 1 Tetris lead as we are about halfway to the 19 transition. Both players up top have been keeping it really clean in the midst of all this.
And our judge can get game 2 started at the bottom.
At the bottom there, yeah, well, we wait for that. We were going to continue on up at the top. Is 294 for Dog, 268 here for SV. Who again, he had that really rough transition there in game number 1. And so he certainly is going to be looking to bounce back, kind of keep it a bit safer here going to that 19 speed. Give himself the best chance here.
So many line pieces that he can't score with. That's the most frustrating feeling in this game.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, look at those rates, Chris. I mean,
that was a struggle bus on both sides.
Yeah, although perhaps those are a little bit inaccurate. As I'm looking at the scores, that doesn't seem right.
No,
but,
okay.
Yeah, a little glitch, but that's okay.
Take out the Nestor Champs blow in it, put it back in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just the cartridge needs a little bit of a
little rubbing alcohol, maybe.
Yeah, rubbing alcohol.
That fixed everything. 59,000 point lead for Dog.
All right, so we are good to go for game number 2 at the bottom. So let's count them down, Chris. In a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, again, it is game 2 on both sides, or both matches here.
So SV's solve removed him from Tetris eligibility.
Yeah.
So he's going to clean it up this way. Or maybe set up a dirty here. Nope.
Yeah, it's going to go ahead and just bring this down. We got transitions coming up, you know. Kind of
just a little indecision with that spin.
Yeah, he's got to keep it under control.
Hard to tell if that was intentional or not, but it's solved. But a 100,000 point lead now for Dog. Knocks down another one.
Yeah, this is going to be a big chase down here from SV, but certainly can be done on the 19 speed as we are fast approaching that here. We got 20 lines left to go.
Dog just has the perfect blend of determination and concentration.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the face.
It's not so angry. It's like it's just I need to get this done.
Yeah, just dialed
very
in.
workmanlike.
Yeah, and again, just a few lines left to go to the transition. You know, Dog, of course, you know, ranked number 3 on that Premier poll.
Sidnev dirty Tetris center well. She's ahead by a Tetris right now. Well. 2,000 point difference. Hey, imagine that a close game, Birb. What?
Wait, what? Yeah, and, you know, the World Championship? Yeah, I couldn't even think of it. All right. Yeah, transitions limit here up top, but it's about a 100,000 point lead still for Dog. SV with not the most ideal board. Not nearly as high up as the last
There's 600 exactly for Dog. Again, that's that threshold our top level players are looking for.
Yeah, and there we go. 503 here for SV. So he's got himself quite a chase down here. He's going to have to stay efficient here and hope that Dog will make some kind of mistake or some slowdown.
From Dog.
Oh, on the bottom, though. Sidnev with a bit of a nasty-looking board, but it's okay. It's going to get that all filled in. Is A-okay. There's one right there's the Tetris down at the bottom.
Little dusty Tetris from Sidnev.
Yeah.
But 122,000 point deficit. You're already down a game. SV has just got to start taking all the chances.
Yeah. SV just... Wait, oh, man. It's getting a bit of a drought here up on top. Oh, man. Okay, this is a good burn on that right side. Bar finally shows 2 show up.
Wow,
just
the worst timing.
And Dog was able to use the first one for the Tetris. So he's going to expand that lead.
121,000. That's about 4 Tetrises.
Yeah, at this level, about 4 Tetris lead for Dog. There's a Tetris for SV, though. Try and bring it back. So they're just starting to match each other now, back and forth.
And Dog has not slipped up this whole game.
Yeah, not one bit here.
That 59% is not accurate. That's way over that.
Yeah, Dog is just cooking right now. There we go. Nice square tuck there from Dog.
Dependency for Dog.
Yeah, this is the slowdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, but it gets the bar. There's the Tetris.
Good player just make their own RNG. I keep saying that. That makes no sense, but it's true.
Yeah. Dog also an intimidating player.
There we go. Fits for SV. Got to take those risks.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it takes here, right? You got to take calculated risks here at the World Championship. This is the biggest stage in all of Classic Tetris.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, exactly. You know, fortune favors the bold. So we're going to see how SV fares here as we got just a few levels left to go before we reach that level 29.
Those adjustments from Dog, seeing the line piece coming up, creates the dependency, fills it right in. But now with the Mino shorty, he's going to go back to burn mode with that lead, although that's already shrunk to 68,000.
Yeah, SV is hot on the heels here.
That's about a 5-line solve for Dog.
Tetris SV and is right on his tail now. Again, we were looking at...
It didn't take much, did it?
No, we were looking at over 100,000 point lead, but it has just evaporated in a matter of seconds.
And now a line dependency for Dog fills it in.
Oh, but SV now. Okay, gets that J left. There's the long right there.
Nice.
Tetris
We're down to
SV.
6,000 point difference heading into 29. 29 play will determine this, it appears.
Yeah, and Dog is still burning here up top.
Oh my goodness. It's a dirty setup if he can get it.
Oh my goodness. Can
he get it?
Dog?
Oh,
it comes
short.
if he's too late. Oh my goodness. If he got another chance here, no, he's going to go ahead and just take the triple.
Your 29's imminent.
Yeah, he's
knocks
got
it down. 15,000 point difference at level 28. Here we go, Birb.
And SV has taken control of this game.
Oh my, he came all the way back with 1,000,000 points.
Oh, missed an adjustment there for the L piece on that right side, but...
And Dog with 1,000,000 points.
There we go. Oh, and Dog has retaken the lead with 2 lines left.
And SV is in trouble. That's not a good place to be at 29 transition.
Oh my God, no bar.
There it goes.
Oh, it comes
oh!
Bar comes way too late. And it'll be Dog taking the 2-0 lead over SV. Oh my goodness.
Man, if the stack were managed into the lower score,
Yeah.
he could have handled it post 29.
Yeah, and honestly, that one missed adjustment was really what kind of threw his board into a state of limbo there, and that ultimately cost him the game there on level 29 at the transition.
Look at this canyon on Sidnev's board.
Yeah, right. You think she's over at the Grand Canyon there, right?
That's what happens with those types of canyons. You just can't fill them in properly, and that's why you're 1 Mino short.
Yeah.
But she's going to fix it. She's smart.
Yeah, he's got one more burn. There we go. Just in time for the transition.
Wow,
and
what
bar.
is this on Pixel Andy's board?
Oh, yeah,
like
that
any
left side
canyon you can
nasty.
make.
2 lines left.
Oh, that's not ideal.
That is a rough-looking board
That's
going
a
into
Tetris.
19.
That really helped.
Sidnev's got a massive opportunity here to start opening this lead.
Oh, there is no place for any of these pieces for Pixel Andy.
Oh, my goodness. It's so high up
Look
right now.
how calm he is, though.
Yeah, he is just absolutely dialed in. Gets that puck
Oh,
to
my
the
goodness.
left.
I would be cursing the game right now.
Oh, my goodness. Nice
How
one bar
is-
flat.
He
Oh,
is-
the head
oh!
and that'll do it. Game number 2 on the bottom goes to Sidnev, and it is 2-0 on both matches. Game number 3 for both of our matches in a 3, 2, 1.
Tetris!
All the various chants coming in here.
It's pretty tense in here. Normally everybody's jovial and, oh, here we go, we're going to be awesome. And that's like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, it's almost feels like golf.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Start, do I bring in the golf commentary? Sounds good.
And a Tetris for Dog.
Oh my goodness. So again, SV and Pixel Andy both on the brink of elimination.
Tetris for Sidnev.
Yeah.
We're looking at a column 10 Tetris well for
Yeah.
Sidnev. All right, is it
All right,
1
anyway,
point difference?
So of course, Pixel Andy, again, he's a former world record holder, and he, of course, more recently was the Heart of Texas regional champion. And I believe multi-time Heart of Texas regional champion. And he won it over the first time. I believe he won it over the person who's left, Sidnev.
Yeah. So here's the thing: you won a belt buckle for the Heart of Texas, right?
Yeah. And
then Friday night he also won a belt. So you put a belt on the line, Pixel Andy's like
Andy's
up
got
his
it.
game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sure there will be petitions for
maybe
championship
if we turn the
belt.
J into a belt.
Into a
right?
belt, yeah.
Put that on a belt buckle.
That might be the trick. Close game up top, 1,000 point difference. But single line's worth 800 points at this level.
Yeah. And again, just as a reminder, folks, we're kind of just getting underway. And of course, Pixel Andy, I'm being told, also defeated Dog and Miles to become the Heart of Texas regional champion. So, certainly, again, a formidable foe for anybody.
Because that was the big coming out party for Scooty with all the crowds and stuff too. So that was a wild regional.
Yeah, it sure looked that way, man, honestly.
There's some drama going on CT2. Please have both channels up. So you're going to hear some crowd reactions for what's going on over there.
Yeah. Man, we were just absolutely just gifted with such high-level talent this year, man. Just
it's the best.
Fact that there
it
are
is the best.
This many matches that are just absolutely insane, that are just must-watch, right?
Well, we were, you know, talking with King about who's going on what stage. It's like, how do you pick? There's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah, like any match that you put here on the stage, it's absolutely, it's worthy.
We gave precedence to the former champions, basically.
Yeah, that was pretty much
that was the only criteria we had. So 60,000 point lead for Sidnev.
Yeah, meanwhile at the top here, it's about a 1 Tetris lead for Dog playing Tetris over SV. Again, our players on the right. Look at it just
I love this aggressive play
here
from Andy. He only gets the triple there, but he was thinking dirty Tetris.
Yeah, and there we go. He's going to get that right side clean up. There's the There's the Tetris for the Pixel Andy. Try and stay in this here. But you know, Chris, if he is unable to defeat Sidnev here, this might be one of his earliest eliminations that we've seen.
Wow, top 16, yeah.
Yeah, top 16. I don't think I've ever seen him not make top 8. Certainly a big moment here for Andy. He's just got to get this under control. Transitions coming up fairly soon here.
But top 16 is still a nice payday, though, so nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is.
Thanks to our Matcherino donors.
Yeah, Matcherino
hint.
Contributors. Yeah, and, you know, we're on the 18, right? We could kind of read them off, of course. We got one from Andy from Stand Up to Cancer. $50 contribution here, supporting the awesome community, and it says, thanks for supporting. So, of course, shout out to Stand Up to Cancer.
Yeah, they're here this weekend as well. That's awesome.
Yeah, and we got a $100 one from Spacey Travi. I don't know how to pronounce that, but $100 cheering on Dangler.
Dangler on our CT2 channel.
And we got a leaning tower of squares here on that middle of the board for Dog. SV's board not looking much better. Got some messy boards up top and a drought forming.
It's flat. There's another. Okay, gets the line, but that was not burnable.
Yeah, now some bird sequence is required for both players with 30 lines left to go to transition. It is a 10,000 point difference. Might just come down to who can get out of this quicker.
And again, you're talking about the stamina these players have to have. It's hard to maintain that top concentration for 20, 30, 40 minutes. So this appears to be the down game. A down game for them being
for them
465 at 110 lines.
Yeah, and again, at the bottom here, Sidnev just continuing to put on a clinic here. Is enjoying about a 90,000 point lead over Pixel Andy.
And that's a triple if the line comes, and she's not going to do that.
Yeah, it was going to go flat long bar there. Decided not to throw it on the right side. Trying to
set up for the transfer.
Yeah, she's trying to limit the number of burns she's got to take to get back down to the bottom.
Well, that's not going to be a Tetris if that gets uncovered now.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Chris, look at Dog's board here with 8 lines left.
That is B-type looking. That's not good.
Yeah, Sidnev will be the first to get to transition at 5:27.
This is SV's chance to take a game.
Yeah, SV with the slight lead at transition. Dog with 2 lines left will burn into it here at 486.
Handling 19 like it's nothing. The power of rolling.
Yeah, you see some indecision on that T piece from Dog. Ultimately decided to go for that burn, but it's almost out of this.
I'm shocked. Okay, there's a Tetris for SV. I was assuming that SV was going to take even a wider lead with that sequence from Dog. But a lead is a lead.
Yeah, you take what you can get it. Andy in trouble here again.
Oh, Andy.
Gets the long bar for the score.
That is all a cavity.
And he's got that smirk on his face. He knows, like, what am I doing, man? Oh, man. Gets that L piece for the left side, and he is looking A-okay here.
Yeah, you know what?
He's got this brought down to safety. Nicely done.
I am Pixel Andy. I am going to clean this up.
And it is, but in the meantime, though, he's got to up the pace. He is down well over 100,000 points.
Yeah, that is 7-8 Tetrises right now.
But now, meanwhile, at the top, though, now it's SV's turn to get in some trouble here.
Man.
And when this close of a game, you cannot afford a prolonged dig like this. Dog is going to take full advantage of that.
That's at least a level of burning for SV. And he's lost the lead, and he's going to lose more.
Yeah, there we go. SV would make some really nice burns. That S going to be helpful. Really just needs a bar. There we go. Going to get this back over
nicely
up.
done.
There we go.
Bangs
Boom,
it down.
Tetris for SV.
46,000 point deficit. That's 2 Tetrises.
Yeah, meanwhile at the bottom, again, Chris Sidnev just putting on an absolute clinic. She is showing no signs of slowing down in spite of having such a large lead, because she knows, plenty of time left here for Andy to try and make a comeback here on the 29.
That's when the game gets truly wild.
Yeah, it is just getting absolutely electric here. It is a really tight game at the top, too. Just about a Tetris and a half the difference here. Again, Tetris is worth about 30,000 points at this level. Oh, but SV.
That's not a Tetris. If he gets the line, he just needs it to stay alive.
He just needs it to bring it down. And meanwhile, Pixel Andy in another dig situation.
220,000 point deficit for Pixel Andy. He is on life support, Birb.
Yeah, he is going to have to he's going to have the 29 of his life here. And again, he is one of the first.
If anybody can have it in his life, he can do that.
It is absolutely
Tetris
not
for
over.
Sidnev. 9:39 through 27.
Yeah, meanwhile, Dog has opened up about a 90,000 point lead at the top. I counted some of those burns from SV. Again, we are coming down to it, Chris. We are getting down to the level 29, the second transition.
100,000 point deficit up top.
Andy's setting up the center well here. He knows he has to. He has to just take whatever Tetris he can get to try and stay in this and not let this lead balloon to over 300K.
Use some of his mod retro skills from the other night with the center well.
Yeah,
1 million points for Sidnev. 1 million points for Dog. 917 for SV. Into 29. It's really high up, Birb.
Oh, my goodness.
Can he get the line? He gets the line, gets a Tetris. He's going to need more. He's 128,000 points behind.
Oh
Look at this
Andy.
well for Andy.
Andy's got
what
a well.
That is a crazy build.
Oh, my God.
How is he doing this, Birb?
Give him the
He can't get it. And Sidnev advances to the top 4.
But no time.
Let's keep going here,
no
Dog.
time to waste. We've got about a 100,000 point lead here for Dog playing Tetris. SV's tournament life is also on the line.
Both boards are incredibly clean at the bottom.
Yeah, they are keeping it low right now.
Yeah.
SV just trying to
SV
look
needs
for his
Tetris.
opportunity.
He's behind 200,000 points.
Oh my goodness. Making some good birds here.
But you're running out of time. You only have to level 39.
Yeah, could we see a double level 39 here? Oh, but hang on the left.
Oh, I don't have anything over there.
Can he get anything? Maybe an L piece or something. Gets the team, and
that's
it.
Dog!
Dog playing Tetris with the pop-off. He has punched his ticket to the top 8 once again.
4-8,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah.
I got it wrong.
Hello everyone, I'm your underwater host Sharky, and I hope you enjoyed the match. It was definitely a heartbreaker for SV. Dog was just too strong, and you can definitely feel for Andy in various games just having those mechanical issues. But that does mean that Sidnev is the last European standing. With that being said, let's dive into our final lore drop of top 16. The next 2 matches are Cheese vs Miles and Dingler vs Dylan. Now, as I said previously, Cheese vs Miles is a bit of a toss-up. On one hand, you have the founder of Roland, the playstyle that has forever changed the way that high-level Tetris is played. And on the other hand, you have Miles, a player that is known for his insane ability to get out of some of the craziest situations on all speeds of the game. Not only that, but between the two, Miles has been more competitively active in the 2024 season, and Cheese hasn't played in the CTWC since 2022 when he was shockingly upset in round 0. This is Miles' second time making it to top 16, but he hasn't placed in top 8 in the CTWC ever, while Cheese has placed in the top 8 back in 2020. So Miles just practicing more would give him the advantage in this matchup, but the advantage doesn't mean that it's a assured victory for him. And last but not least, we have to talk about Dylan versus Dingler. Now this is the only tapper versus roller matchup this late in the tournament, and the playstyle difference means that Dylan would just be at a sheer disadvantage. Dylan had proved in his match with Koster that he had some of the best tapping play, if not the best tapping play that we've seen in modern times. But the issue is that his opponent is known as the Pace King. Not only that, but because Dingler rolls, he has greater playability on 29 to also supplement his play. So although he'll be disadvantaged, Dylan can't be counted out, because all it takes is just enough mistakes from Dingler, perhaps before 29, and we could be having another upset to add to our tally here in this tournament. But that's going to do it for today's lore drop. I know it's a bit short, but want to make sure to try and get this video out somewhat on time. So, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to let me know by including Lord dropping your comments somewhere. If you enjoyed the match, don't forget to leave a like. Comment down your favorite moment. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm your underwater host Sharky, and I'll see you tomorrow for the last match of Top 16 here in CTWC 2024.